So, Chapter 1 starts off with the introduction to setting and characters. We begin by learning through the dialogue of two boys that a plane full of boys has gone down and the boys have been deposited near an island. The exact reasons for their drop into the water are not said, but it suggests the plane was attacked. These two boys explore the island together for a bit. The well-built boy does as he pleases in exploring, while the fat boy tries his best to keep up and bring the first boy to action. Eventually, these two stumble upon a conch shell. The fat boy, who is revealed he used to be called Piggy, says the conch can be blown. The other boy, Ralph, does his best to blow the conch loudly in order to assemble any other people on the island for a meeting. After the initial blast, boys begin arriving and Piggy begins taking names. It's worth noting that for many of the boys, including Ralph, one of the first things they did on the island was remove their school uniforms. However, the last group to arrive did not follow that. This group was the school choir. They marched to the meeting place military-like with their leader Jack keeping them in line. After some names are said all around and introductions made, Ralph proposes that there should be a chief of this group. Jack wants to be chief, but for some reason everybody wants Ralph to lead, so a vote is made and Ralph is chief. The chief then decides that the first thing to be done is see if this is an island or not. So he, Jack, and one of the other choir boys named Simon go on an expedition to find this out. Piggy wants to come along too, but Ralph continues to bully him and says Piggy's place is at the camp learning names. The expedition traverses all sorts of well-described terrain before they get to and climb the large mountain on the island. At one point, the group comes to a car-sized boulder and decides the most productive thing to do is to push it off. So they do, and are in awe themselves for a little bit. The three finish climbing the mountain and look around. They learn this is in fact an island, and it seems uninhabited. So the island now belongs to us, Ralph says. Then the boys realize they're hungry and need to find some food. They begin a search on the way down. Eventually, they encounter a piglet caught in a bundle of vines, squealing loudly. Jack, as head of the group tasked with hunting, pulls out his knife to kill the pig, but he can't do it. The other two accept the excuse that Jack was looking for the best place to stab the piglet, but the narrator tells us that really, they all know that the enormity of the knife descending is the real reason to end Chapter 1.